All right. Good evening, everybody. Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is System, and we're gonna do some things today. So let me just say, this is the Minions run. We're in UXV, and as you can see, I am actually doing that thing. I am printing Stargate pieces, willy-nilly. What's up? What's up? Haha, nice. Win. That's a win for you, win for me. Yeah, this is Minions. We're printing Stargate pieces. Cat, what's up, my dude? What is up? We're gonna do a little bit of a tour just to show off what's what. I'm starting here because this is a machine that I haven't used yet. Hey, Mr. X, welcome in. I started a craft the other day that ended up being 48 hours of crafting jail. And I wish that I would have had just a random mega chemical reactor that could move some fluid through it. This would have been really nice, and we'll get to all that here in a second. That crafting jail was 11 astral arrays, and I actually saved the astral arrays for stream, so I do have to pull up the calculator, but we're going to boost 2 EOHs today. I converted this black hole right here to doing I converted this to do the super dense magnetohydrodynamically constrained star matter plates. The wiki said that you need 2,552 to get a Stargate. I've probably printed 2,400 and something. So probably only need to run one more batch, but I'm waiting to print off more chevrons to see if maybe I miscounted and already have enough. So we'll see. I might actually already be done with this step of Stargate, believe it or not. I guess let's actually go here for a second. Yeah, it's gonna be a good boost of Universium for sure. And honestly, like that craft ended like 8 hours ago, and I really should have put those in as soon as the craft was finished, just for that boost of Universium. But I wanted to do it on stream. Like, this is UXV, like there's only so much content left in the pack at this stage. And I wanted to at least stream for a couple hours. So, I just saved it for the stream. What's a few million Universium or a few hours of extra game time? It don't matter. Yeah, so we're actually doing actual Stargate pieces, and the three main components are the frame part, the chevron, and the plate, the Stargate radiation containment plate. So let me say it like this. You need about 60 of these chevron upgrades. I don't know the exact amount. It's like 65, 66, whatever. It doesn't matter. I've got 6. I'm printing 54 more for the moment. You can see that takes 702 frame parts, 216 chevrons. I could print right now, I could order all of the Stargate frame parts for the entire assembly, all in one shot. Yeah, it would be like 36 hours of crafting jail, but the base could do it right now as it stands in one shot. And it's pretty cool, actually. I'm not going to do it like that, but I'll probably do like 100 or 200 at a time. And then you need of course, you need chevrons for the chevron upgrades, and then you do need a handful of chevrons for each Stargate ring block. So there's a grand total of like, I don't know, like 300-ish total chevrons that you need to print off. Those are significantly more expensive than the frame part. these are pretty steep. Even right this second, like I could not finish that order of 300 something. Nice, very nice. So yeah, so I have printed off a bunch of these chevrons, but I couldn't finish the order, if that makes sense. Like I like earlier today, I was printing as the end of the at the end of that astral array order that I mentioned earlier. I printed off 100 of the frame parts, and the frame parts, it got up to speed pretty quickly. Within 20 minutes, all of the frames were actively printing, which was pretty good for the setup that we've currently got. And then I go ahead and order 100 chevrons, and like instant jail, like jail. It was like jail central. So I had to dial everything back, and like I said, for the jail yesterday, I had built this guy, so that I don't get chemical reactor jailed ever again. um, for that particular in those astrals, it was printing like 86 trillion ammonia, but all of the ammonia was going through passive processes at that time, and I didn't want to cancel the craft because it had been going for so long, and there was like hundreds of billions of component pieces that had been printed along the way. I didn't want to flood all of those back into the AE system. I had to had to let the craft run its course at that point in time. But I was ordering I was ordering integer limit ammonia out of these guys. Um uh you know and of course the integer limit, like the 2 billion, 2.1 billion, whatever, that craft takes like 10 seconds in this automation, but it wasn't set up to like it wasn't set up to do stocking like this, so I really needed a separate machine so that I never get jailed again. anyway so yeah, so frame parts are easy in air quotes. The chevrons are probably like a magnitude harder than the frame pieces. The plates are a magnitude harder than the chevrons, and that's kind of where I want to get to. Like Mr. Cat's like, hey, you guys are closer than I thought. No, not really. No, no. Um, okay, so again, I could probably print all of the frame parts for the entire construction right now. It'd take 24, 36 hours. It could get done. I could probably scrape by and print these chevrons 50, 60, 70 at a time and get the order done, but I couldn't do it all at once. For the Stargate radiation containment plates, I can order 2 at a time before the base ships itself. So that's where I'm at. Like again, I'm trying to keep expectations at a realistic level. For NUXV, we're making Stargate parts. We're nowhere close still. All right, so with that being said, there was a couple optical pieces. Like one optical piece was going through this line, and one optical piece was going through this line. And that's not necessarily a problem, but there's other stuff that crafts here. And so it was kind of clogging things up. Like nothing else was getting through except for the optical pieces. And like all of this stuff was getting gummed up. So I went ahead and moved those to a dedicated spot up in the circuitry area, which is up north. And that's the direction we're moving. I just want to show off everything that I've done recently. I did finally get our Mega EBFs on wireless, even though they're probably going to be completely eclipsed by Godforge sometime soon. Oh, nice. When? Free Nether Stars are fantastic. let's see. What direction do we want to go? Yeah, let's go this way. So on the last stream, I was lamenting how slow the Nano Forge was going at T4, and I was like, maybe I want to get like one for Mag Matter, one for Universium, one for six phase copper, and just run them really fast. Well, no. Just get you one of these. Like, I don't think you're ever going to have to use more than the 262K on this thing, and like my batches of Universiums are less than a second each. Yeah, so Cat, our automation and the way that the base machinery is set up, it's still kind of ass, believe it or not. We are going to finish the game with some hot garbage machinery over here. So um oh, let me hold on one second. Let me There we go. All right. I actually need to shout that. We do need to get everything on the gorge, but for the moment, the gorge is it's set up to interact with the new base, and we're trying to move everything over to the new base. But with Sophie being completely absent and HJM on vacation, look, I'm just rushing it, and this is the dimension that I'm going to build anything that I build until both of them get back. And honestly, like, I think Sophie's taking a giant break from here just because she's like a moderator in Potato's chat, and his subathon is. You mentioned it the other day. His subathon is like 130 days or something like that. So technically, yes. Right this second, it is just me, and yes, I'm in full on machine spam mode, and that's what I came over here to say. I cracked a joke that there was 500 cutting machines over here the other day, and Kat was like, "No, that's like that isn't anywhere near." Yeah, I rectified that situation. um I just got lazy and just copied the modules, but it's all hooked up and it's ready to go. At some point in time on this stream, um, I'm going to order a big craft, and then I'm going to find out how many of these machines are broken, because I really don't want to go through them and figure out which ones um, are shut down like this until I could just do it all at once. So I'm gonna run a giant craft and fix all that at once. Let's see. I do have a surprise. I have built a mega structure, and I think you guys are really going to like it. It's required a lot of brain power. My brain actually has a whole extra wrinkle because of this thing. And I know I've mentioned it a few times in passing, especially I know Kat probably knows what I'm talking about, that priority rotation thing that I've been kicking around. So I did it. I figured out what I'm gonna do. So check this out. So this is our new line of DTPFs. So there's 11 pairs. And so when I went through the DTPF recipes, there's 22 recipes that that I wanted to use. And so I was like, okay, 22, that could be 11 pairs. I Nah, well, yes and no. We'll get to that later. Convergence is going to be kind of like a side quest. Um these things might be running nonstop once I get them going anyway. Because I'm gonna order some stuff. um, the idea was that I wanted everything to be able to run on every machine, and I wanted every craft to have top priority on at least one machine. In this setup, the crafts are in pairs, and each pair gets top priority on that pair of machines. So it's going to work with color priority. So the highest priority is black. So it's going to be black all the way down through lime, and then infinity is going to be white. Input output, like the output domain is going to be orange. The way this is going to work, at least I hope the way this is going to work is, like, for example, for I don't remember what the actual orders are right now, but let's just assume for the second. Okay, so uh A is black, and then you can do black, and then bow, and then B is red, and then bow, and then C is green, and bow, and then D is brown, bow. And each pair of DTPFs has its own color combination such that every machine has a different highest priority, and the 11 different proxies are relatively roughly balanced between themselves. I couldn't get it perfect. I was doing this by hand. I know there's probably, if I could talk to a Giga nerd, there's probably a mathematical term for the thing that I'm building. Because it is a combination, not it is a combination of unique elements, such that every color is used only once in each. I didn't even post it. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I didn't post this yet. I pasted this in the wrong spot. Hold on. I thought you guys were able to look at this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. So I don't think I'm going to be doing this on stream, but I just wanted to show it off. That's kind of where I'm at with that with that idea. So this is still going to require some work, but yeah. So infinity is going to be by itself. It's going to be always white, which is always lowest priority, and then I'm putting tesseract by itself because that is also how you get tachyon rich temporal fluid. And I was trying to pair off as I was pairing off recipes, I realized this is the only recipe that makes tachyon, so might as well make this the second the second recipe for this one. Anyway, pair 2 is ZPM and Shirobon. Then we got UEV and Spacetime, which I don't think I'm going to ever have to craft Spacetime. I think I get it enough from other processes. UHV and Hypogen. Chromatic Glass and UMV. Neutronium and Superfluid. UIV and Quantum. I don't think that bounces against each other. Bedrockium and Enlarged Fluid. Superconductor and yeah, Celestial Tungsten, but also of course the Transcendent Metal. LUV and Six Phase, and Cosmic and Dark Matter. So that's where I'm at right now with the pairs of recipes. So as far as I could tell, none of these pairs interfere with each other in the like the crafting recipes, if that makes sense. So this is still in the conceptual phase, but I'm going to color code these proxies. And the reason why I'm doing all of this work is so, first of all, every one of those recipes is going to be able to run on a maximum of 22 DTPF at once, which is going to be fantastic. We really need that kind of like the ability to rapidly generate resources. I named this stream Exponentiation because I've been multiplying things for a couple weeks straight now, but even just multiplying things up just doesn't feel like it's fast enough. Hey, Meat Weasel, hello, hello. Let me shout you, and then let me make sure that you get M3KT. Yep, this is the minions run. We're here at the end. We are at kind of like the middle of UXV. Like oh, come on. Hello. There we go. Like actually printing a handful of Stargate pieces. We're actually doing that thing. No, we're close. Yeah, this is Potatoes Run. Well, what's up, World Map? I didn't recognize the color of your name at first. How about that? uh, that's great. Yeah, we are basically at the end. I'm just I'm working on bottlenecks still at this point in time, and uh, one of the bottlenecks. Yeah, all of the yellow minions have gotten bonked, and um now all we have left are like henchmen and ne'er do wells. I am a henchman. HJM is a ne'er do well. Um, uh, Sophie's absentee. She ran out for a carton of milk and never came back. Um, yes, yes. I'm getting so sidetracked. It's funny. The reason why I did that cool DTPF thing that I'm talking about in the north is because of this. So HJM has a cursed wall share DTPF stack. It is much bigger than the pictures that you remember. Several DTPFs have landed on top of this thing since the last crazy picture went out. So I like this is funny. This is fun. I like it. I laugh at it, but it's inconvenient at best, okay? And and I just have to say yes, okay. Elder already knows what the problem is. Um Almost all of these DTPFs are dedicated to a single recipe, a single process, or maybe like a small group of related recipes. And therefore, when we order something like 6-phase copper, it goes through one DTPF, and that one DTPF is also the only one that makes LUV, ZPM, Bedrockium, GigaChad tokens, and there's like one other thing that goes through that single DTPF, and I got locked out behind like a 2 trillion unit 6-phase coppercraft when I did that stupid astral array, 11 astral arrays at once, or whatever it was. I don't even remember. I don't even remember what I crafted. Oh no, I was trying to craft Stargate plates. Yeah, I tried to craft a dozen Stargate plates at once, and yeah, 2 trillion 6-phase copper or whatever it was. anyway, I'm crying about crafting jail, but we are not in jail right now. We are fine. But yeah, this is fun. I like it. It's funny. I hope we take all the pictures of it. I hope yeah, none of these are on convert. Okay, Elder. Not a single one of these has ever been in convergence a single time. How about that? To my knowledge, at least. You might see the thing in some of them. There's a couple that have the thing. Elder knows what I'm talking about. It's whatever the hell the thing is called. Yeah, this thing. Transdimensional alignment matrix. So yeah. Anyway, so long story short, this is probably 22 DTPFs as well, but they're all doing their own random thing, and they're not communicating with each other, and it's hard to work on because, you know, without knowing which is which, like I actually set down set these down and named them just so I could figure out which one is doing what. So with that being said, that's the reason why I'm making the this line up here. That's going to be a lot of work. So let me show you the other whole lot of work that I've done. Again, I am in full on machine spam mode. Oh, are we do we exist? Do we exist? Yeah, this is the other thing that's a necessary evil. I'm calling this the Greg Beater 2800. This is a giant spam of AALs that wouldn't have existed before 2.8 and won't be necessary after. So this is a 2.8 special. It takes advantage of the wireless hubs to pack these as close together as possible, and a single NAC will replace all of this in 2.9. So yeah. A necessary evil. But there is probably 1,000 machines right here. Opticals. Did the hubs exist before 2.8? I thought they got added in 2.8. We are on dedicated hosting, actually. We this is Random Potatoes community run, hosted by HypeServe. I don't know if the promotional thing for Potato is still going on or is intermittent. I don't know anything about that, but yeah, HypeServe for the win. We've had pretty good success with this. We are running really a lot of infrastructure a lot of the time, and we do get crashes, but like any end game base is going to crash. It's just, it is what it is. Other than like normal internet traffic problems or normal GTNH crashing every once in a while, problems like, you know, crafting a recipe that takes too many steps and crashing. Yeah. Other than that, it's been pretty stable. Let me be honest. So yeah. This line of presses right here are making all of the optical pieces, and also the the LUV wire that's also used in the optical circuits because it was a significant bottleneck. And then I've got 2 space elevators, each with 24 Mark III modules, each printing the rock exposed chip for one and the CPU component housing for the other. I'm sorry. I run ads in a 3-minute block so that Twitch doesn't run them on people at random. That's going to start in 30 seconds. So, when that happens, get up, get a drink, get a snack, stretch. Yeah, the other 2 pieces that I had mentioned at the beginning of the stream, yeah, they're in these long boys right here. And I'll wait to talk about anything else until the ad's done. I'll come over here. This thing was called Behemoth. I don't think I'm even going to need to finish this. But this is only half finished anyway, and I don't think I'm going to need it because I think I'm just going to spam better wireless energy hatches on the ones that I've got. Like these are currently at 16Ks. I might up this to the 65Ks. But yeah, I'll wait just a minute to say anything too awfully important. Oh, one thing I should do right now while the ad's running is I need to pull up the calculator for the astral arrays. That's a good thing to do right now. Give me a second. Let's see. Okay, so astral. We've got 14 astral arrays, and what that ends up being is we're upping one from 6 to 9, and then we're upping the other one from 15 to 26. No, dude, Onyx, that would be amazing. Throw yourself in a disc and send you interdimensionally. That'd be cool as hell. uh, like I don't even know if that works like that, but I wish it did. That's some, that's some actual sci-fi stuff. That'd be fantastic. All right. How long is the ad? 2 minutes. Okay. Well, anyway, this one is the 6. That's going to be 9. Yeah. Twilight Forest 6. As you can see, they're all 999s. I still haven't fixed this one. This is still at 997. I just need to print some more off. But anyway, let's get the calculator going. Astral Array 6. 9. Okay. Okay. And what is the cycle on this? Oh, 55 seconds. Oh yeah, that's nothing. What's the cycle on this? Let's stop this one now. All right, yeah. Have a good one. Have a good one, Weasel. Hey, Ben, what's up, my dude? Yeah, I'll do a quick tour around when the ad's done because I did want to show off a few more things. We are juicing our EOHs, that's for sure. all right, we are back. So I'll just do this really quick, and then we'll do a quick tour. Because yeah, we're in UXV. Yeah, then we are actually printing Stargate pieces, like, you know, a handful at a time, but it's still being done. So hey, nice, you know. um. Okay. Oh wait. Yeah. Now I want you. Did I turn you off again? I did turn you off. Okay. So, for anybody that hasn't seen this before, the Eye of Harmony works with the astral arrays where you have to put in a specific amount of this condensed raw stellar plasma mixture. I just use the calculator. I don't fuss with it. I don't really like try to worry about it too much. Just put the storage cell in here, cell restriction, and then yeah, type in the new number. It's as easy as that. For even for a Luddite like me, 3174400. And then for best results, I usually shift left click the cell out. Yep. Just use the spreadsheet. Yep. And then what I do here is I want it to be full again. Okay. And then I'm gonna put these guys in because I don't know if you can actually hot swap these astral arrays. So I always shut it down when I'm doing this. But then now it's got its new set of AAs and also its new set amount of the raw stellar plasma, the way that I've been resetting these. So again, even a Luddite like me can make these things happen. So yeah, this was a giant array that I'm probably not even going to deal with anymore. What you're going to like over here is this spam. You can't hot swap it. That's good to know. Thank you. Yeah, I called this the Greg Beater 2800. Yeah, server don't fail me now. But yeah, all of these machines right here in this little center section are mass fabricating the optical pieces so that I can keep up optical production as fast as I can at the moment. And I even made new little new sets of cals just to move the base processor over here. I haven't moved any other cals over to this location just yet. I don't know if I'm going to do any of that on stream, but I'm thinking about reworking. I'm thinking about reworking the way that we do our circuitry, so that we're always using the least complex circuit at each stage instead of like I don't know, the way we've got our stuff working is like we're using wetwares and bios for everything, and I feel like even if like crystal processors suck, the base crystal processor is probably easier than printing off like the bio mainframe or whatever. So I'm gonna refactor all of that. Oh, I'm also going to tear this down. So I always use mainframes. Okay, all right. Well, that's good to know. That's what HJM also wanted to do. So I was just gonna second guess him. That's all. Yeah, the knack is gonna change everything, and like I had mentioned, we're never going to have to do this again. After we get knacks. And actually, can I make a suggestion? I just want to say this out to the out to the ether. Can we have a knack for waterline? Can we have like a giant water tower? I don't know. You know, I'm sure most people know what a water tower looks like. Generally speaking, could we get a water tower that has interchangeable components for these. Yeah, then that yeah, exactly. Some sort of like UXV like end game uh bulk bulk water solution. Yeah, exactly. Um let's see what else is cool. What else have I not shown off? Oh, I'm sorry you guys. Let's show off Sophie's hard work. So hold on. First, this hard work. Excuse me, we haven't seen her in 55 days. All right, so hard work. But she has been designing our end game PDIM. So if you guys haven't seen this before, this is fantastic. She's just been really busy with everything else. This is so cool. I love this so much. And then look at this. Like even the hardware garage looks fantastic. Like this is just very very cool. Very um it feels thematic. I maybe not, I'm not sure exactly what theme, but it definitely feels thematic. um but yeah, you can always build more of the water tiers you need an limit of. Yeah, you know what? Elder, we're probably gonna have to do that. I've been tinkering with Waterline off and on today. I might just have to build more machines. But yeah, we're not really using again because we didn't fully move out to the new PDIM. We're not really using this one as well as we should. So when people say, "Hey, why aren't you using the Godforge to do all your EBF stuff?" and I'm like, "Well, yeah, we are, but that's all stuff that's ordered from the new base AE system, deposited in the new base AE system while I'm still over in the old PDIM, and it does communicate with each other, but not very well. And I haven't figured out where that hookup is. I don't know where the two interface with each other. Um, yeah, I am much better at applied energistics than I used to be. Maybe Vin could probably laugh. Like I didn't even touch applied energistics back in like the Vanguard run, and even here on the Minions run, I didn't make a P2P connection until ZPM. I'm doing much better than I used to. uh, but I don't know exactly where I would be. I don't know how they've got it hooked up here. Let's just say it like that. Yeah, anyway, let's go back out to the working PDEM. Yeah, all of the everything is happening on this dimension, except for the gorge, basically. Gorge and antimatter are in the new PDEM. Everything else is back out here still. So so current goals is again to get more CALs out here. Probably don't need to add more AALs, but I need to work on circuitry. Circuits are the final bottleneck after oh yeah. Yeah, server is definitely starting to feel it now, of course, now that I'm streaming. Yeah. I added all these cutting machines today because I'm sick of cutting jail. This stack was I think 160. I think that's what we calculated the other day, and I was just absolutely sick of cutting jail. So whatever 160 times 7 is, that's about 1,000. So a fair portion of these in this stack specifically are broken. So I think we're gonna bite that bullet. So the way that I'm gonna do this, oh, is it time for I need to keep an eye on the deep dark. I spend all my time on this server. I get lost every time. Hello. Okay. Yeah, we need to keep an eye on this guy. I need to change out the fabricators. But you guys said I could hot swap, so let's try this. So it's gonna be this, and then this is going to be deep dark. And we're going from 15 to 26. So 26 is going to be 126 976. Okay. Shift click out. Okay. And yeah, make sure it's got the new amount. Yes, it does. Throw you guys in. And I guess we just leave this on then. Cool. Awesome. All right, next. Let's go back down here. Oof. Man, server, please. I actually did think about streaming again from the rat server again today, just because I was kind of worried about this. I've been adding a lot of machines. Again, the name of this stream is Exponentiation, because I've been multiplying faster than multiplication recently. uh um so rats are in a harder jail than minions. You know what? Okay, fair. That's fair. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting these DTPFs kind of sorted out. But the problem is that, well, first of all, I still need to color code all those proxies, and then I need to make sure that these recipes aren't being like, this is where these recipes are, and then I need to basically detach this entire thing while I turn on the new one, test it, shake out all the bugs, make sure that it's running right, and then see if there's anything over here that might be able to help the situation. Like, I wouldn't mind having some passive generation of certain things, and then leaving the crafting recipe for this new DTPF array up north. That might actually work. If the server will work with me. And yeah, I know we did mention it a little bit ago. Uh, Server is hosted by HypeServe. I think somebody said hosted in Germany. I'm in the United States. There's going to be a little bit of latency, just for geographic factors, but as you can see, everything is pretty good. We're running we are running an end game base with all of the machines. Yes, we have all of them. How many machines do we have? Yes, that's how many machines we got. And it's definitely taking a beating, but it's still running. I do try to tear down everything that I can. Like, for example, this was the original NAC line, and I probably could go through and basically rip everything down to the studs. I just didn't want to do that with I'm gonna end up having to take these discs out. I want to take discs out and dump them into main main storage. Do it the right way. I don't need to be lazy. on camera where people can prove it. uh, um, yeah. Another thing that I want to do is I do want to come back over here. Whew. Okay, what we're gonna do? Let's say 10. What does that look like? 2. One more. Let's do one more. Then let's call that 30. Oh, okay, that was more like 40. Okay. Probably like 42, 43. It was indeed 43. Okay. Okay. Now this is more like 80. Ooh. All right, overshot it this time. Okay. This, let's say like 15. I don't know how this hookup is gonna look. So I've been doing a lot of tech. I have not been doing a lot of decoration. A lot of the stuff that I have built over the last month or so has been utilitarian, I guess. I don't know. A dearth of detail. A a lack of focus on aesthetics, I guess. For better or worse. I mean, there's only so much you can do with cutting machines if you've got to build them out like this. I really hope and actually, does anybody know if we're getting like a mega cutter in 2.9? Because I know about the neck, I know about the Exo Foundry, and I know about there's one other big thing that I'm really excited about, but it just slipped off the end of my brain. But yeah, uh, if we could have a mega cutter, I would be very happy. Yeah, I think that might be the one that I was thinking about. The big centrifuge. Yeah, dude, I can't wait. But we need a big cutter. We really need this because again, I don't mind. I look. I am I am a Greg Tech player. I'm a seasoned Gregor. I will build as many machines as it takes to get through these recipes, but I also don't want to crash the server every day, you know? It would be nice to have a mega that you could juice with. Think of something like the upgrade system of like Nanoforge, or even like the upgrade system of the Eye of Harmony for some of these end game things would be kind of fun. It would be kind of neat to see a similar mechanic to the astral arrays be used for other end game megas. And maybe there's a slot in there somewhere for like a mega cutting machine that has like, I don't know, uh, hyper dimensional slicing items or whatever. Like, I don't know, they'll come up with some name for it, of course. Um, yeah, we need a slicer. We really need a slicer. Yeah, this is okay. Oh yeah. Hey, you know what? That's actually, I'm not even joking. That's kind of what I was thinking about. Like imagine if like end game cutting required like grade 8 water and super fluid, or like you know, like space time and a tesseract, you know, like whatever the thing is. That's actually really cool. What am I doing? I need this. All right, and then back. Hey, for real, honestly, if 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 using the superfluid allows us um to get more parallels, I don't know how it works, but that would be amazing. Okay, so we've got that, and then let's do this. Let's call this what is this, 30? All right, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I knew it wasn't 40, but I didn't want to guess. Oh, you guys. Did it. Space time is free in the in game. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Actually, I don't. Yeah, let's just go ahead and set this there. That's fine. Okay, and then I called this 80, and that was too long. So let's do 65 on this one. And it's gonna come up short, but I'd rather it be that way. Yeah, see, it was the real number was the kid's favorite number. I'm not even saying it out loud. Ha 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 ha. I forgot what this was. I just did a short side. Oh, what was this? Oh yeah, 38 I think it was. Yep. Oh, +1 because I had messed up. Yeah, yeah, yep, yep. And then we'll just do a 10. And we said this was 38. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I don't know exactly how this is going to link up. Because this is a non-standard connection. Sophie again did a fantastic job uh designing this place and gave us a bunch of pieces. Let me show this off really quick. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, see, we have a bunch of road pieces that we just copy paste in. And easy mode. But I don't know if I'm gonna do anything like this on these little connections. I just don't think I don't think I'm gonna bother. Not that it doesn't deserve it. I just think I'll put my time to better things. Does this not work anymore? Oh, okay. Yeah, that was lag. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, the server is pooping itself right now. Of course, as soon as I start streaming, it's been fine all day. It's been running really good. With the amount of machines that we've got built. Let's see what else can I get done. So these were the ones that were doing opticals. I might want to repurpose this space. Actually, let me back up. So, the whole base at one point, the whole base was running off of 4 fluid shapers, and we're talking at like UMV. We had 4 fluid shapers. HJM built them. They worked just fine, but again, only 4 at UMV. So I actually cloned this one right here, turned it around and made this section of shapers right here just to kind of get over that hurdle. But it might be time to increase this again. And there is some prime real estate right here. As long as I delete my old optical circuit assembly. Now, I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any downsides to this, actually. I'm trying to think. Guess what I probably should do is order a bunch of these pieces. Solidifier casing. Let's just order let's just have a whole bunch. I don't know how many we need. How many do we need? Yes. That's the number I want. Yes. And this is frost proof and heat proof. So let's just make sure we got a bunch of those. Oh no, you guys. Oh no, we only have 997,000. You think that's gonna be enough? Oh, okay. We're now this we actually need to make. So let's just let's order like 10K. It's fine. They're already done. They're already done. Yeah. See, they're already done. First try. Yeah, exactly, Elder. Exactly. Like, I never want to think about this again. Just make 1,000,000. um, these are our fluid extractors. Again, so believe it or not, at one point in time, we were in UMV, and we had a grand total of 16 fluid extractors in the base. Now we have 48. I'm actually thinking about doubling this whole thing again, so that would be like 96, I guess. But yeah, it's not quite a bottleneck anymore. Nice. But yeah, I want to get rid of bottlenecks, and so that's really what I've been looking at. So, I'm not going to be able to switch over the DTPFs today. Like it's just not gonna happen. And I already did the EOHs, so those are set and ready to go. So I think I probably can just start a little bit of crafting jail and then maybe like build and clean up and like I said, work on those pathways and whatnot. But yeah, like if I was going to upgrade any more of these, I think it's actually I don't even know if we need it. Well, let's double check this. So I don't think this has. Yeah, this is white dwarf matter. It has 0 astral arrays, but I don't think we need them. Let's check out white dwarf. Where are we at? Almost 900 million molten and a bunch of pieces. Yeah, I don't think we need any AAs in white dwarf. And then going down here, this one is black dwarf. Now this is the one that we have been juicing, I believe. It only has 2. But let's double check what black dwarf looks like. It's at 316 million and a handful of other random pieces. We probably could stand to bump this from 2 to 4. So that's what we're gonna do. To test crafting jail, we're going to print off 2 astral arrays. Now remember, trying to craft 11 the other day, bankrupted the base. It didn't power fail it, didn't like crash it or anything like that, but like we were absolutely bankrupt and in complete jail for 2 days. So yeah, so this is a problem with one of the problems with the base. I need to fix I need to fix raw crystal chips, and I've been meaning to do that. And also the oxygen buffer, it's been set at 274 billion for a long time. Probably just need to switch that out with one of those like singularity disks that holds the 9 quadrillion or whatever. Like our storage needs some help. Our storage needs some big time help. So let's go back in here. All right. I don't even know why I closed out. Oh, I wanted to hit this. For anybody that doesn't know, if you hit that button, it'll start a craft, even if it doesn't have all of the necessary ingredients. Um, and as long as the rest of your base is going to add those ingredients without asking for them, the craft is just going to go through just fine. We use that button an awful lot when we're waiting for a Universium, because that's the reason why. Actually, I don't even know if I even mentioned this part. The whole reason why we're doing these EOHs with these astral arrays is to run this deep dark, and the deep dark my planet makes you the most um raw Universium. And we've got 28 million just hanging out right now, which is not much. That's not much. You need about a billion and change to get to Stargate. We've probably already spent 100 million, if not more. But yeah, no, we're nowhere near. We're still nowhere near. Another thing that you need for Stargate is grade 8 water. Now I've been messing with parallels on Waterline for the last, I don't know, 16 hours or so, and so I need to kick a bunch of things up. Um, yeah, like see, I finally kicked grade 2 up. to the point where it needs to be, and I might need to kick it up again. Yeah, we only have 19 billion grade 8 water. And I know some people are going to be like, only, okay, only. It takes 1 billion grade 8 water to make here. Let me show you. This stuff is stupid. Like you guys don't understand how stupid some of this stuff is. Hold on. Stargate. Like, yeah. Imagine making this. Imagine making this. So you've got to have all of these pieces. You see all these astral arrays, all of these Eye of Harmonies and Module Mark 3s and whatnot. The grossest part of this whole thing, the thing that is most egregious, is the crystal. Because you have to do it in the Godforge. It has to be at max heat. Because I think max heat is 100,000. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's true. And like you have to have this Stargate crystal slurry, which is this god awful recipe. Like I haven't even made this plasma mixer for this yet. This is gross. Yeah, then the Stargate crystal dust. Now keep in mind, you need a stack. Okay, just watch. You need a stack. Here's the recipe for one. So that's what gets you one Stargate crystal dust. You need a stack of those plus a max tier Godforge to make that crystal. And each one of these dust, you need 1 billion grade 8 water. So just for the crystal alone, Namzi, what's up, my dude? So speaking of Stargate, we have a brand new Stargater. Am I right, Namzi? Like you got yours last week? Is that correct? Very nice, man. Very, congratulations. Nice. Nice. You know what? Yeah, don't tell Mr. Cat, but if I played on rats more often, I could probably do the same thing. I need to go play on rats more often. Hey, but yeah, these graviton shards, you need the max the max upgrade on the Godforge to get gravitons. So I don't know if we actually have that unlocked yet. I could probably stand to go look. Yeah. Yeah, so we're printing Stargate pieces, Namzi. We are doing that thing. Like, look, like Stargate pieces are being crafted, but we're nowhere close. We're nowhere close. This is gonna be minor crafting jail. Like, this is gonna take forever to craft, but there's certain things in here that I'm really happy to see moving fast. Like all of the cutting. Oh, I just added some new ones. So I just added new ones to this one. It's up to 26. I just added some to this one. It's up to 9. Yeah. So let me say it like this. And HJM wanted to do it like this, so I'm just kind of rolling with it. At, all of the literature tells you that if you're for oh nice, congratulations, hey, that's huge. As an applied energistics nub, it took me a long time to figure all that stuff out myself. So that's huge. That's cool. I mentioned this earlier, that on this run right here, I didn't make a P2P connection until ZPM. And the only reason I did it then was because I was tired of waiting. I was tired of waiting for other people to show up. So, yeah. So yeah, we're making Universium. We're doing pretty good. We're making Stargate pieces. We've got crafting components everywhere. Um, I need to build out more circuit capacity. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I got sidetracked. Yeah, I was going to explain that. It is 999. And so what that means is um it is recommended on the wiki that the Eye of Harmony that you use for Deep Dark with astral arrays, you're supposed to run it as a 989, which means it has like the Tipler field generators or whatever. Whichever piece it is, I don't remember. Um HJM wanted to do it like this, and um I was okay with it. I went along with it. Um yeah, a 989 would be positive in stellar plasma. This one is negative in stellar plasma, but that's the reason why he wanted to do AAs in the Twilight Forest EOH. So this has 9, and this is so basically we're making yeah. I I know what you're gonna say, Namzi, but yeah, we are making our excess plasma in this one so that we can run this one faster. And what ends up happening is the rate of Universium per second is higher doing it this way. Yeah, we are literally throwing away plasma and power to do it faster. Yes. Yes. Um, in fact, he warned me actually. So, we're at 26. What's the next one after this? The next one after this would be 43. If I got this one up to 43, we might actually start having power problems. We might actually already start having power problems, as you can see, down in the corner. We are at 1.05 to the 22nd. But that percentage worries me because that percentage had never went under 99% until I added this last round of astral arrays. So we might end up having to dial this back, or we might end up having to do the 989 anyway to save on EU cost, even if we were planning on eating the stellar plasma cost. We might have to dial it back just because of energy. Because again, for anybody that doesn't know, um, the Eye of Harmony uses a certain amount of energy when it starts up, and it runs for a certain amount of time. At 999, this thing cycles every 20 minutes. At 989, it would cycle every 45 minutes. So it'd be ticking on half as often, which means it would be technically, like theoretically speaking, using half the energy. So we might end up having to do that if I see it dip down to like 95 or like low 90s. Yeah, it's the startup energy that's the entire problem. Yeah. So if it starts less times for a similar amount of output, that could end up being a win. And so that's what 989 gets you. It's basically a reasonably similar output for a lower cost. But we are, running at 999. It does squeeze every little bit of Universium that we could get out of our current setup. But yeah, it might actually be untenable. Let's see, what else can I show you now? See, what else is cursed? I mean, I know you've seen HJM's wall of DTPFs. Oh, I should show you mine. I should show you my DTPFs. Yep, this is the DTPFs that I'm working on. They're not going to be ready today. How many cutting factories? Glad you asked, Namzi. I added a whole bunch today. Glad you asked. I added a whole bunch of cutting factories just today. Sickness! What's up, my dude? Yeah, we're in this is the Minions run. We're in UXV. We're at the end of the game. We are actually very slowly, but actually printing some Stargate pieces. I think this is it's approximately 1,000. I don't remember what it is. It's 160 times 7 if you want to do the math. It's like 980 or whatever, 960. Have you made those gate core crystals yet? No, Mr. Extreme. And actually, I think I might let HJM make the gate core crystal. Well, watch, I'll make all of the other pieces for Stargate. I'll make all the pieces for Stargate, and then HJ will come back from his vacation on like June 2nd or whatever, and I'll be like, yeah, bro, make the crystal and win the game. 1120? Nice. Nice. 1120 is a nice number. I don't mind it. 1024 is a nicer number, but 1120 is nice in and of itself. I like it. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, yeah, this. So again, we have weird bottlenecks all over the base. So this platform is something that HJM built to process Creon and Melian. And this guy right here, no, not that guy. This guy. This guy is the only guy in the base that was making harmonic compound. And so I had to put on I went over this briefly earlier. Yeah, Godforge is crying. So here, let's Namzi, just for you, I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna show you. New base. This is new base designed by Sophie. I know you've seen it in the past. New base is very, very nice. And actually here, while we're out here, here's HJM's antimatter setup. A work in progress, but it works very well. Godforge is out this way. Yep. Got all 3 rings. Very nice, very nice. Yeah. So why doesn't everything go through the Godforge? Because everything that goes through the Godforge gets outputted to the AE system in the new base. And I'm not using the AE system in the new base. I'm using the AE system in the old base, and they're not connected properly. So if I want to order anything at all, it needs to go through old base processes or 1 or 2 specific modules here. And like all of this stuff is hot garbage. No, Namzi, listen. The base is still hot garbage. I know you remember that when we started, the base was hot garbage back then, and like EV, IV, and so on and so forth. Yes, the base is still hot garbage now. We've just got nicer things. we are still the cavemen that you remember. We just have nice things. I think we've got 3 or 4 plasma modules. I think 3 plasma modules on here. Because I specifically don't know where to put that linkage, and I'm not going to put that linkage until everybody gets back from their vacations, because I'm not going to put it in the wrong place and cycle the base to death. It's just not going to happen. I'm not that good with applied energistics. You got to remember that. So, all right. So let me finish this explanation. So we've got 3 plasma makers on this Godforge, and hypothetically, you would think a Godforge at the end of the game with 3 plasma mixers would be plenty for the base, but no, the way that it's hooked up is the problem. One of the plasma mixers is dedicated to quark gluon plasma. One of the mixers is dedicated to this is mag matter, I believe. And the third one is only feeding plasmas back to the HCham's DTPF stack back in the old base. So I've had an incredible time Yes, okay. Let me back up. All right, so there is an exoticizer that is running quark gluon plasma, and that place that is making quark gluon plasma has a plasma fab dedicated to that module of quark gluon plasma. Mag matter is made in an exoticizer, and it has a plasma fab dedicated to that module of mag matter. There's only one plasma fab in the entire base that is making any plasma for anywhere else in the base. And that's what I'm trying to get at. We have nice things. The wiring is garbage. The wiring is bad, and I don't know how to make it good. We have 3 rings. Yeah, we're doing good. We're actually doing really good. But again, I just want to reiterate the point where I did, and it got taken out because it needs to be in a certain place because of aesthetic reasons. So HDM and I have not had that conversation again just yet, but it needs to happen. You're asking too many questions, Nomsy. Why don't you come in here and build it yourself? You got the keys, brother. Get in here and make it yourself. Sure you are. Pretend you're white. Hey look. Just consider if you came on and built a plasma fab for us, you'd probably get a Stargate roll. That'd be 3 in a week. All right, I'm just messing around. I'm just goofing off at this point. But yeah, so what I'm trying to say is things are not linked up properly, and it need the proper linkage needs to start all the way back to central storage. Like central storage needs a massive overhaul and upgrade, and everything else needs to radiate out from that. And if central storage is meant to be over here at new PDEM, then that's fine. But then we should only be using new PDEM wireless, and we should only be using new PDEM crafting, even if new PDEM is ordering from machines at the old PDEM base. Right now, we're using all old PDEM crafting, all old PDEM storage, and only a handful of things are being ordered directly from new base, specifically like uh plasmas for catalysts. Um but that's a bad way of doing it because they get locked up so quickly. Um so yeah, there's a number of problems with this base still, even at the end of the game. Oh, the ad is coming back around. The ad is coming back around. So again, for anybody that missed it, I run ads in a 3-minute block so that Twitch doesn't run them at random. So when it comes around, you can get up, get a drink, get a snack, stretch your legs, take, let the dog out. Go pet the goldfish. Go say hi to my mom. She's a nice lady. Space makes me happy. I quit. Man, so I'm so close. Like we are there. Like we are at Stargate. I'm not giving up, but oh my god, I'm ready to start. I'm ready to start a 2.9 run. I really am. I want to start over. I want to see some of the new stuff, and the I guess the most important thing is that this has been a giant learning experience. I know way more about the game now than I did back then. So, yep. I'm not a speedrun nerd. Those guys are insane. It was like nice. Oh, nice. Hey, depending on if the ad starts, I'll ask you about that. I don't want to get on that conversation and the ad pops up. That'd be sad. Yeah, that's really cool. So you look funny. What's your problem? Oh, did it finally converge? Hold on. Hold on. Did it finally get convergence? Hey! 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 Yes, exactly. It's so foreign to me that I didn't know what it looked like. Man, that's hilarious. Let's see. Oh, I could come up here and finish doing a little bit of this. Uh, don't fail me now, server. Come on. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Let's get the lave. Where are you? And then let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll say 5. Okay, and then right, Elder. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, where did I stop? I guess this is 5 as well. Okay. Now, I guess I'm just gonna do. Am I just gonna do this? I feel like I'll have to put a bush in the center or something. Yeah, I'll mess around with this. This is fine. Now, what is this? This is 3. A ad break is over, finally. Um, I can make that work. Yeah, that'll be all right. I'll come up with some sort of like custom thing. The glass will go out like 2 or 3 more blocks. I'll put a. I'll make a. I'll copy one of these, kind of, sort of. Put it like right here. Um. Let's see. What else? What else can I do right now? Because again, I don't. For anybody that hasn't seen this, I'm going to do something over here that's going to be really amazing. I posted the link earlier. Let's oh, I don't remember. Give me a second, you guys. I lost the link. How about this? Let's stop and pin it. Okay. Yeah. I've got 22 DTPFs. They are split up into like each one has 11 pairs of recipes in these proxies, and I'm going to color code these proxies in that way on that link, such that um, every every proxy has a pair of machines where it has the highest priority, and every recipe will be made on every machine at some priority. Um, and I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work pretty well. I just have to now. I have to go through and do all of the coloration, and that's going to be a mind-numbing task. And I don't know if I want to do any of that on stream because um I like chatting with you guys and I like being mindful, and it's very easy to get distracted if you're doing something mindless like this. So I'll probably do this off stream. It'll probably be ready for the next stream if there is. Like, and let me be real. Like, there probably will be at least one more stream before a hypothetical Stargate stream, but we're right there. Any day now, I'm going to announce that I know when the last pre Stargate Minion stream is going to happen, and the only thing left after that is a handful of cleanup for Questmaster if we do still continue to go for it. But like I said, I'm the only one here right now, and I really want to play 2.9. So I want to wrap up this Stargate, and then we'll worry about everything else as it comes. Here's where we're at right now. Again, I've been working on Questmaster. The whole quest book is done all the way through UMV. I did this already. Pretty nice. The only things that are tripping me up, and I don't think Vin is here anymore, but I'm gonna have to go talk to Kat one day. I need to pick her brain about these and about these. They just don't seem to work right. I don't know if maybe you need to use a machine to craft the ones that actually get accepted for the quest, but the ones that you craft by hand have NBT data and uh do not they don't count for the turn in. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I like this run. This run has been fantastic. Whether or not we we did or would get to Stargate, I really like this run. It's been a lot of fun. I like big group runs. That's why I was really happy to be in the Rats run too. I'm just my one disappointment of recent memory is that I I'm not going to have played enough on the Rats run before the Rats run ends because I was playing too hard on the Minions run to make the Minions run end. And um yeah, I like the Rat Hose. Hopefully, hopefully we will hopefully this recurrent cast of characters is going to coalesce again sometime in the future. Maybe like because this is the second Minions run. I don't know if anybody remembers the first one. The first one ended in UV. I think Nevin Blazing were on that way back in the day. Um, um, yeah, this is the second one. There's going to be a third one. Potato has already confirmed that there is going to be a new Minions run when this one winds down. Um, so it's cool. What I'll say to everybody out there that might not have jumped into a big group run before, it is chaos. It is hectic. There is a lot of competing ideas and opinions and whatnot, but it's fun. And I think everybody should do it. And it's fun in the kind of way where you can just kind of slow down and focus on things that you like doing, and as long as everybody kind of sticks together and keeps you know keeps logging in basically, um you guys, you can really specialize and dig down and have a whole lot of fun in very specific ways. So uh the problem that always happens with big group runs is like for example, Minions started at 20 people and we were down to 10 after like 2 3 weeks. We were down to 6 by the time we went out to the PDIM, I think. And now currently we're at 3, but it's 3 with an asterisk because I've been the only one on for the past week. um so if you can find a way to keep a group together on a run, it's really fantastic. And so I think that's what the biggest thing that I've learned from this run is um seeing what helped that and what hurt that, I guess, if that makes sense. Because I think we could have stood to do more. We needed more. How do I say? I'm trying to say this without sounding like an asshole or sounding pretentious or something like that, because I'm a noob. Like I am a know nothing noob in a lot of different ways. But like, if you have a big group run with a bunch of people of varying um knowledge levels, I think you really got to have like a sandbox or a playpen or some place for the know nothings, for the people that have less knowledge, to like be able to have some machines to put together and start piecing things together and let them blow up a display in relative safety. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, because it feels a little bit patronizing to be like, all right, well, now that we're in MV, why don't you guys go play with the Steam machines? Like, I don't think that's the way to do it. but there's a space in a big group run like that for people that don't have that kind of knowledge to be able to learn the types of knowledge that it takes to actually get through a group run. But it would be funny to make a big playpen or a big sandbox, have it make it look like a big bouncy castle or something like that. It was always, even on this run, even in Minions, it was always like, oh well, I would have tried to do this, this, and this, but I didn't want to mess anything up, or I didn't know how they had it wired, so I didn't want to touch it, or I didn't want to make a mistake and blow things up, or I don't know about transformers, or whatever. I think I think there would be a space to, like, have a place for relative noobs to play with live grenades, play with live machines, and if you blow one up, it's not going to set the whole base back. You know, learn about it all, firsthand, and let one blow up in your face. It is what it is. We'll just print another one. I'm just trying to figure out a way to do something like that without sounding like classes in session, or sounding pretentious, like the thing that you laughed at a minute ago, Elder. Like, I'm trying to think of the nice way of putting that package together. What are we at here, by the way? We're at 1.6. We can go up to 2.2 basically. Yes. Yeah, Transformers are known to be time travel devices. Yes. Another thing that I was thinking about, like, hypothetically speaking, if I joined a new run and we had players that were strictly on there just just building and not doing anything else, give them a set of quantum armor and a matter manipulator. Like figure out some way to let them build in peace. Because the early game building options are ass, and like, I know a lot of people like to build, or say they like to build, until they actually have to build something for a whole group in LV, and then the rubber hits the road. um uh building enough, I would do literally nothing but build. I feel like I feel like I said the same thing, and I didn't do hardly any building. I did almost nothing. I thought that, like, on this run, I thought I was only going to be building, but no, I did almost nothing. Almost nothing. I tried to do a lot of building in the previous run I was on, but that kind of petered out pretty quickly. Yeah, Elder has a good point. The scale is also tough if you've never gotten that far. So if you don't know how big something needs to be, or if you haven't had if you haven't had like a feel of just how big the machine spam gets, especially, like, I don't know if Elder has hit this, but I'm interested to go back through early game now that so much has been added. But, like, I would be going through the early game for the first time since 2.6, and just imagine all of the Steam multis that have been added, all of, like, the early game stuff that has been put in since then. Like, I'm not sure if I even know how big of a space you need for late Steam or early LV. So yeah, and actually, I almost labeled this stream. I almost called this "You Don't Know What You Don't Know," because it's like that. You don't know, you don't really know, you don't know what you need until you go through it. Like, I didn't know that I was going to have to build this. I had a suspicion. I kind of thought that I was going to have to build this. I didn't know, but yeah, I had to build it. I did know that I was going to have to build this over here. Where are you? Yeah. Um, I had already been forewarned. I already knew. I already knew what the deal was. I already knew that cutting was going to be an issue. Ghost, what's up, my dude? You're another person that I've kind of I've watched a bunch of people streaming GTNH like 5 or 10 minutes at a time, and I have watched your stream before. I don't talk enough though. Let me make sure I get your name right. Actually, GH0ST. Wow. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the raid. Uh, um, how far did you guys get? Yeah, we're in UXV. This is end game stuff. Yeah, a lot of times when I'm in there lurking, I'm just tinkering around with some machine spam, like my brand new cutters today. Um, yeah, yeah. Thank you for the raid. And good to see you. And I have enjoyed watching your stream here and there. So, um, haven't started the base build yet. Okay, all right. Yeah, no, I did see you clearing off a nice good spot. Yeah, I like it. I think the view will be really nice once you start setting out once you start setting out buildings and whatnot. I think you got a spot. So much mining, yes, yeah. There. Oh my god. Are you Ghost? Are you in 2.8? Or are you in the 2.9 dailies? Because the 2.9 dailies make it easy, but hypothetically speaking, if you're relatively um if you're relatively new to the pack, the one thing that I'll say is spend those coins. Like just just buy ores until you run out of coins, and then turn in some quests and get some more. Like it, mining is an absolute chore. If you need an extra stack of tin, just buy it. Just whatever you can with the coins. Just yeah, save yourself some anguish, because um you are going to get more coins than you will ever use. And in fact, in 2.9 they even built a vending machine that'll actually like kind of sort of help with that situation. um yeah, I can't wait for 2.9. It's going to be fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, this is an end game base. It's set up relatively well, but I've spammed so many machines all over the place that like any semblance of order is long gone. So I could try to explain what some of this stuff is doing and what's going on here, but I think I'll just let it I'll let it sit on this. Uh this is uh this is HJM's stack of DTPFs. You don't need these until UEV, I think, like tier 10, tier 12. Um yeah, these are funny wall share DTPF. DTP WTF. That's perfect. That's perfect. uh they do what? Um they make a whole lot of things. Um you probably haven't been here yet, but a whole lot of the game for technical pieces requires superconductor. Um and there's superconductor for everything, like all the way down to LV even. But for all of the superconductors from LUV up, you can make molten base superconductor in the DTPF much cheaper. They also make late game stuff. All the late game stuff has funny names. You're never going to remember it anyway at this stage of the game. But like, you can make quantum shear bond tesseracts, 6-phase copper. None of that's going to mean anything right now, which is okay. But the long story short is that you have to use the DTPF to get those some of those items, or to get them cheap. Yeah. But HJM's funny wall shares, it still makes me laugh. It really does. It's just a nightmare to work on this. Finding anything in this is an actual nightmare. Oh yeah, 82 is fantastic. Oh, it's so good. Learn as much as you can about it, because it's so powerful. It really, really is powerful. And I know I'm still a noob with applied energistics, but I've learned so much by running in this run. Like it's hard for me to quantify uh just how far I've progressed in that particular skill. We are in a personal dimension. I'll tell you what. Hold on. Let's go over here. Oh, server, please. Yep, this is the overworld. This is where everything started. Actually, this was our LV building. LV building was full of LV-ness. MV, HV. Very nice. And everything else got torn down, but yeah. Ooh. Yeah, the server does not like me right now. The server was running just fine, absolutely perfect, until I started streaming. And the very first thing I did on stream was I gushed about how good the server was running, and the server heard me say it out loud, said, "Oh, I got something for you." Nice. Nice. Check this while we're down. Oh, structure rework. Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've got the upcoming features channel on the main GTNH Discord. Basically unmuted because I want to see all of the new stuff comes out as it comes out. Yeah, new Bouldernator. That's pretty cool. For anybody that doesn't know, they're running a multi-block rework contest. I don't know if there's what kind of like prizes there are, if any. Um, but a lot of people have submitted new versions of multi-blocks so that we have less cubes. Less cubes like this. Let the large chemical reactor stay the same. It can stay the same way if we want to, but a lot of the other ones need to be Need to be nice. The one I just saw was this one, the Bouldernator. Yeah, the LCR is iconic. Yes, I agree. I'm glad you said that word because that was that word slipped off the tip of my brain. Yeah, the Bouldernator was the ping from just a few minutes ago. It's a rework. Yeah, same. I agree. The ones that I'm waiting for, and I don't remember if they've been announced yet, but I really hope we get a new Mega EBF and a new Mega Vac, because especially the Mega Vac is ugly as shit. I don't remember if either one of those have been announced. And yes, like Mr. X just said, they need to add a lot of megas for the multis. Like right now we've got a mega apiary, which I don't know if this actually counts as a mega. Um yeah, the mega DT is the worst one. It's stupid as hell. Oh my god. I don't know anybody that's well, I'm sure I know people who have made it, but why? Why would you uh, you'd have to go like build limit to build limit to build limit to do a full size one, right? Um, yeah. If I remember right, the electrolyzer has gotten a rework. There's a bunch of other ones. The sifter got a rework. Um, trying to remember if the mixer has had a rework. I think the mixer did. Um, I don't know about the brewery. I don't remember about that one. But yeah, Bouldernator was just announced. Um, yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. Yeah. So what I really need to do. Yes. Okay. All right. That's another huge thing because um there's still a whole lot of multis in the game that won't accept multi-amp hatches, and I feel like that needs to be rectified. Like uh even our boy the autoclave, as it currently sits, doesn't take multi-amp hatches, and I feel like there needs to be a an end game version of autoclave that does. Like there we need actual. Yeah, I don't have very many sounds muted over here. I haven't been on this platform in like a month. Yeah, we need more end game solutions for certain things. Um, yeah, what's next for us in this world? Yeah, literally Stargate. Honestly, I'll even show that off really quickly. We are slowly printing some components for Stargate. So I did this earlier, so I apologize for anybody that already heard this, but we'll go through this again. Um, I'm making like just like the rough approximation of Stargate right now, so I'm just building a bunch of stuff that I know for a fact that we need, and all of like the extra bits and details I'll take care of at the end. So what I'm doing right now is I'm not going to say we're even anywhere close until I get all 60 of my Stargate Chevron upgrades and 23 of these Stargate ring blocks. So let's show one of these. So I need 23 of these, mind you. You can see the three Stargate components. We've got the frame part, the chevron, and the plate. Um, I could probably print all of the frame parts for the entire craft, every single piece for every single component in one shot. It'd be like 1200 pieces of these, give or take, that I still need. Um, um, the base would be in jail for 36 hours. I couldn't get anything else done, but it would print. You need a total of about like 300, 320 of these Stargate chevrons. I don't remember the exact number for that either. Um, for these, I can print them off at like 30, 40, 50 at a time before the base really starts crying about resource costs and stuff like that. And I don't remember how many Stargate plates you need, but you need a lot. You need a lot of Stargate plates. And this is the most expensive part by far of the three. My end game base, as it currently exists in mid UXV, I can order 2 at a time of these Stargate plates before the whole base starts screaming at me about how we're out of everything. Yeah, so it really is just a time gate right now. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to delete or reduce any bottlenecks that I possibly can. So again, one of those bottlenecks was getting stuff out of the DTPFs. So this is the new line of DTPFs that I built just the other day, and I'm going to wire these up in such a way. Um, I'm going to wire these up in such a way where all 22 of these DTPFs will do all of the different recipes that are in all of the different buffers, but each one will have a different priority. What I'm hoping is there'll be less crafting jail doing it this way, even though it's very convoluted. But if this idea does work, I'm going to double this 22. I'm just going to flip and I'm going to put another 22 of these upside down on top if this whole thing works. And then we'll be cruising. But yeah, at this point in time, at this stage of the game, it's just bottlenecks. It really is. It really, truly is. Like you can see, I ordered 2 astral arrays almost an hour ago, and it's the only major thing that's being ordered or printed in the base in total, and it's still mixing. It's still doing like basic mixing. Yeah, more basic mixing, a little bit more yeah, neutronium. There are schematics, but what you'll find out, and especially I think you get the first one at IV, but the first good one is ZPM, if I remember correctly. You're gonna get matter manipulator. And let me see if I can find something just to show off. Give me a second. Hmm. Well, you can see it right here. I copied this bounding region and then I pasted it right here. So this was my last big paste. And it was nice. Thank you, Mr. Extreme. Yeah. Check out actually, let me type something really quick. Search for this multi-block structure hologram projector on Google, and then go to the wiki that's hosted on this website, Mirahees. That's the main GTNH wiki that I've been using. I don't know if there's others. I also know Potato was working on Greg Tech Blueprints, which was going to have some walkthroughs and tutorials for early to mid game stuff. I don't actually know the state of that right now. Let's go and take a look. Oh wait, what's it called? That was Great Tech Blueprints. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here you go. All right, let me paste this really quickly. Where are you? There is also this. I forgot it was a GG. I totally forgot about that. Uh, but yeah, that is a project that that Potato has started has been working on, and in theory, it's supposed to have guides for every tier of the game, but it's still a little incomplete. So the MSHP builds things for you if you have all the blocks. Yes, it does. Yep. And the matter manipulator takes it one step better, and it'll build stuff for you, and it'll take the things directly out of applied energistics. Yeah, and also yeah, the holograms will also do that if you have a wireless. Um, yeah, let's see. What else was I planning on doing on stream? Yeah, like I said, I'm not doing that color coding on stream. My brain already hurts enough as it is. um, what else can I get done? One thing that I did mention that I was going to do. So I did copy paste all of these cutting machines, and these cutting machines did not properly paste. So let's make ourselves a little bit of crafting gel. Oh man, I was gonna fix this recipe. I totally forgot. I've got it pinned over here. I was gonna fix that before I craft anything else. Dang it. Uh let's make us a crafting jail. Let's order 20 million of these. Let's see how this goes. So you see, everything fires up. And what I'm looking for are ones that are out of order. Yeah, like you can see here. By actually, um, does anybody know, is there an easier way of doing this other than just going through and clicking each one? Is there like a way to do this in mass? Ooh, would a hammer work? Would a hammer work? Loki, maybe, yeah. Okay. I didn't even think about using a mallet, but that's a good idea. Yeah, I keep taking a look at the power situation, and um yeah, unfortunately it's not all of it, but it is enough that I probably should have thought about it. Um and I'm looking at the power situation, so we're at 1048 to the 22nd. But we were at like 106 or 107. And I know it's from those extra um arrays that I put in just a bit ago. I might let it ride, but I might have to end up dialing back. I might have to dial back one or both of those machines, or like I had mentioned, I might have to turn the the 999 DD EOH to a 989, as is recommended best practice. Oh man. Are these all broken? No, no. All right. And these are like half broken. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? I even thought about for this type of situation, I even thought about considering the drone downlinks again, because uh there's like a mid game thing that you can use called a drone center that'll automatically do maintenance for you. And it also can turn on and off all your machines that have drone downlinks. Um, I've honestly thought about putting I've honestly thought about using downlinks for stuff like this. Yeah. Yeah, I really have thought about doing that. This is only what, half? Weird. Half of a half? I don't know, it's kind of a weird fail. Yeah. Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'd have to swap them out for for tapings. One thing I did do, and is this one, yeah, it's only half working as well. I got smart, quote unquote smart, on the end. I only installed the end when I knew that I had all the other pieces, and I took all of the controller blocks and I put them in my backpack, and I let Matter Manipulator build all of the rest of the structure, and then I had Manip add the control blocks. And I was hoping that doing it that way would mean that there weren't going to be any broken machines. Well, the answer is no. It didn't quite work as well as I thought, but it was the thought was valid. It was worth a shot. Yep, not bad. Yeah, I'm not gonna complain about doing this by hand because this is end game stuff and I'll never have to do this again. And there's going to be a better option by the time I get back to this spot and in the next go around. I will never have to do this again, so I'm just gonna do it with a smile on my face. I love crafting glass 1,000 at a time. Yeah, early game has its fun moments. We'll say fun in giant air quotes. Um, I don't remember. I don't remember if you've even started this yet. But once you start going for your for like your healing axe quest, uh, that last garden that you can't find. Oh my god! And you know, God forbid if you can't find like lavender or coconut or something silly. Um, you could spend a whole afternoon just wandering around looking for a tree. You're on the sky block. Oh yeah, yep. Never mind. Well, if you spend all afternoon wandering around your sky block, then I don't know what to tell you. I'll spend all afternoon walking around your sky block for you. Tour soon. Nice, nice. Yeah, Elder knows what the deal is. Yeah, yeah. You get one or the other, right? But not both. Which, this is completely off topic, but I have to do it. So one of my favorite bands of all time happens to be named Elder, and Elder the band is putting out their new record at the end of this month, and I am very excited. Yeah, in fact, two of my favorite bands are putting out an album on the same day, Elder and All Them Witches. Um, not quite a segue, but I have been thinking about uh, retooling my stream so that I can so that I play music in the background. I do kind of like the quiet, peaceful stream with me yapping, but but I know I've had some people ask if I was ever planning on playing music, and the answer is yes. I just I've never really just sat down to make sure that all the settings work and like the music plays on Twitch but doesn't save to the VOD and so on and so forth. I just need to I need to cross my T's and dot my I's. That should be something that's coming relatively soon. Yeah, soon in air quotes, kind of like what Izo just said about his about their tour. Let's see. Man. Another I have been talking about what I want to do. Of course, I want to play 2.9. I'm kind of waiting to hear if there's going to be like a Minions version 3 that I might join, or I might look to see if there's any other super groups forming up to beat the game in 20 days like the big nerds did. Um, I might join one of those, but I've also been thinking I kind of want to have like a nice quiet, peaceful building series, where it kind of like it's kind of like low key and you know, kind of quiet and cozy and build like a nice little village. I don't know. I don't know if that would be the same world. I thought that I was gonna do some nice cozy building here, but it didn't quite work out that way. But I've been looking forward to doing some building, especially with the 2.8 blocks, with like all of the et futurum stuff that's been added. I've hardly used any of it, and I've really wanted to get back to doing some building. So I'm thinking, whatever I end up in next, I kind of want to. I don't know if I could be like the main builder for a big like a super group. I'm not gonna be Mr. Base Builder guy, but I might build some neat little like fountains and water features uh and things like that around the base. Yeah, okay. And we already had the math done for us. This is 1,120 cutting machines. Not a record. It's a record for me. This is the most that I've ever used by far. Yeah, not bad. All right, so let me over here. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. Oh no. Oh, don't tell me this. Is there nobody playing GTNH? What? We gotta have a GTNHer. It looks like I'm gonna send. I'm gonna send us over to Jesse James Games. I don't recognize that name. Oh, I'll answer that really quickly. So Sycamore, we are on dedicated hosting. This is Random Potatoes community run. It's called the Minions Run. It's being hosted by HypeServe. And if you're interested in learning more about HypeServe, you can go to, I think it's hypesrv.net, or if you perhaps have joined Random Potatoes Discord, you can find out more information on there. Um, yeah, HypeServe has been fantastic for us. It's hosted in Germany. Even me in the United States, I'm having minimal issues, and this is a end game base with 10,000 machines built, and it's still ticking. Yeah, Elder hit that nail on the head. That's for sure. Um, right. So we're gonna raid this person, and I don't know anything about them, but they look like they're having fun. I'll be live again, probably not Saturday. Saturday's my next day off, but I don't think I'm gonna be streaming again until next week. So once I figure out when the next time I'm going to stream, I'll post that on my Discord. Or I don't really talk about my streams in Potatoes Discord, but I might just mention it the next time, because the next stream on Minions is probably going to be the very last one before Stargate. So that one might be the one that I do mention on Potatoes. We'll see. We'll see. Um, but yeah, until then, you guys have a great night, and let's see. Oh, no. Yep, yep. Here we go. Peace.